Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Ask Dr. Renee Show. Can you all hear me? Because I just remembered I didn't put on my mic. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are gonna excuse me. Today I am feeling slightly under the weather. I never claim it, so I'm not claiming it, but something is not right, okay, with my nose. And so of course it's affecting my thinking. So we will start again. Welcome to the Ask Dr. Renee Show. If you have never watched, this show is here to motivate and inspire you to live the life you deserve. Because let's face it, you've only got one life, and you can't. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. This is all we got. So we better live it to the fullest, right? Yep. So. I've had lovely guests on my show. My guest today actually been on the show before. You should check that episode out, and I'll probably drop the link in the box below. But we've had Teddy Riley, we've had D Nice, we've had Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child. We had the wonderful Cassandra Cummings, my queen of my money team. We had Jay the Trader, my trading coach, and we've had Lisa Nichols. I mean, we've had some great guests, right, to tell really amazing stories. So Drai is coming back, and he has more news, and he's going to introduce us. The reason why we're doing it Friday night is because he's got a new product that is an after hours product, if you ask me. So that's why we're doing that. Please make sure you share. Tell people about the show. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell if you want to know when the next show is. The next show is actually tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss that one either. We'll talk about it later. But please welcome my guest. Oh, and I almost forgot. We have Super Chat too. So if you would like to ask a question, which I'm sure you will be burning to ask because he is an OBGYN and he is a sexpert, as we like to call it. So Super Chat, super stickers, all that fun stuff. You need to get over to YouTube. That's where the party's at. So if you're watching on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, you need to head over to the YouTube channel, Ask Dr. Renee. Watch us there. Okay. So without further ado, welcome.
Hi.
So thank you so much for joining. Oh, you have blue nails today.
That's for you. It was all for you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so funny because I wear white nail polish, and that's all I wear. And I've been wearing white nail polish since
I didn't know that.
The first time I came to your place.
Really?
May of 2019. Isn't that crazy?
Are your toes white as well?
No. And actually I only wear bubble bath on my toes. OPI bubble bath. I'm very creature of habit. That's me. Okay. So I got white nail polish, white dip nail polish when I came to Atlanta, May of 2019 or March of 2019. And guess what? I have not turned back since. I've only get dip and I only get white.
Wait, I thought there was some stuff with dip. I thought it was you can get like fungal infections and like increase it. No, okay. I don't know. That's just what some of the doctors are in our groups. They say these.
Look, my nails were falling apart with that no chip. That what was it called? Overlay stuff. So yeah. So I couldn't mess with that anymore. So you guys, I am so excited for you guys to meet the lovely Dr. Drai, my bestie, who is just, I tell everyone, my dad was the one man that checked on me, and then Drai would check on me before he became the celebrity. But Drai would call me at the top of the darn morning most days of the week. Are you okay? Is everything fine? Everything is fine. I am fine.
I'm worried about you in Chicago. It's so cold there.
Yeah, so I appreciate him. He is the best. Like I said, before he became a celebrity, because then once he became the celebrity and, the concierge doctor, he didn't have a whole lot of time, but he still looks out for me and takes care of me. He still responds to my messages right away. And he provides me shelter and my 20 million visits to Atlanta. So yeah, we're all good.
You need to come visit soon.
I know, but I'm caretaking. So, Yeah. So you guys, first of all, we need to talk about Drai. What has happened since you were here? So first of all, we have to talk about one, I wasn't really watching, but it was on the blacklist. Can you please tell people what it is with the blacklist and Dr. Drai?
Dr. Drai.
That's the show, right?
Yeah, so me writing for them.
Yes,
Like, oh,
yes.
yeah. So I got an email, just an email to my Dr. Dre account. I was like, hey, from some writers from a show called NBC, on NBC Blacklist, right? And I'm like, oh, what is this? So it was really the researchers who were really talking to me. So I started, talking to the researchers about disease processes and OBGYN. They were like, hey, we want to introduce you to some writers for the show. So I met them and they started asking me questions. And before you know it, we did legal stuff. Before you know it, the show is live. And I'm like, whoa, I was part of that. So that was cool to actually help and write for, not really write, but coming up with the ideas for major shows. So I was really excited about that. I thought you meant Dr. Day. I was like, I thought you meant something else.
I don't even want to know. You're so crazy. You're so crazy.
No, but that was exciting. That was exciting. That was one of the highlights of my life. That people actually found me on social media. So the researchers were reaching, they were looking for OBGYNs that were really top in their country and who were very knowledgeable. And they found me just on social media. So that was great.
Yes. So, yes, as he said, so he is an OBGYN, board certified OBGYN. Right now he does concierge medicine, which means he comes to the patients, but his patients are of a certain caliber, you guys. What did you say your waiting list is? 5 years?
3 years.
3 years. So they're of a certain caliber, you guys. We can't, us measly people can't afford him.
You can always call me.
Huh?
You can always call me.
I know. I mean, I told somebody the story recently how I was debilitated in pain from cramps, and you were like, "I'll just call you in a Percocet."
I was like, you sound like you were dying. I was like, "Oh my God, you're dying," because you're never in pain. I was like, "Oh my God," and you're like, Motrin and Tylenol, they're not helping. I was like, "Oh my God, I need to give you something because you're about to die on us."
So he really does look out for me. Like that is that's why he's my bestie, because he looks out for me, because he knew just through the phone that I was not my normal self.
Yeah, because she was like, oh my God, these cramps are the worst of my life. I'm like, what is going on with you? But we had to put you on other stuff.
Yeah, so I'm okay now. But yeah, so and he called the next day. You sure you don't need it? I said, I don't need it. I'm feeling much better today.
I was worried because you're like, Motrin and Tylenol's not helping. I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
Because using Motrin helps you with that.
Right, exactly. So it was crazy. But so then you have to, and I don't know where your moguls are because they're not here.
I don't know whether they're probably on,
So, and you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna Clubhouse before. We might incorporate that one day. I don't know.
So where they're at. That's where they love hanging. That's their new
Clubhouse. Yeah,
they're their new club friends.
So please tell us about your business school that you founded from the ground up. As a matter of fact, the person I interviewed on Black Doctor the other day, Dr. Keisha Davis.
Oh yeah.
She knows who you are. And she was like, oh, are you a mogul? I said, no. And I said, I knew him before the school.
Yeah.
Before there was a mogul.
Exactly.
So tell people about that as well.
So let me just introduce myself. So I'm Dr. Drai. I'm a board certified OBGYN, sexual wellness expert. I'm an award-winning business coach, founder of a company called Medical Moguls, Inc. It's an online B school for doctors where I teach them how to monetize their medical degree. So I teach them, all the 4 pillars of business: operations, marketing, sales, and finance. And they really get to learn how to build their purpose business. And it may not be medicine, right? People just assume because we're doctors that we're always doing medicine. But like Dr. Renee, she does social media, she does television. I mean, she's a physician, but she just serves humanity in a different way. So the same with me. I do concierge. I have physical products, a lube and condom line. I do coaching. So it's a way to serve outside of the office, basically.
So how many classes have you had now?
So we are like class number 5. It's our 5th year. I know, it's a lot of work. And your conference is coming in April. The conference is coming in April, where you get to, so doctors who are coming to the conference, you actually get to learn how to build your business there. So it's April the 8th through the 11th. I'm super, super excited about it. April's a busy month for me. I'm also a member of the CME committee for the ACOG conference. So I'm like, going through the speakers and picking them for that conference in April. So, it's a busy month for me, but I'm super, super excited.
Awesome sauce. Okay, so also, everybody.
I do a lot of stuff. So I'm a serial entrepreneur. I do a lot of things, and it actually gives me balance. So it's all about balance. So I have to, I'm a Capricorn.
Yes.
So Capricorns were very like, so.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what, Draco? We should have told Lamar he's a Kappa too.
Oh,
One of our trading bomb bullies, Lamar. He's actually in Atlanta too. He's an actor, and he's a
we
Kappa.
should meet.
Lamar Stewart.
That sounds so familiar. We should hang out. Yeah, next time you have to intro me.
Yes, definitely. So, you guys, let's get into this. This is the Momentum box.
Oh, look at that. It's so cute.
It is very cute. And look at the little pink frilly. This is so cute.
It's cute.
So, what is all in this box, sir?
Okay, so so first of all, let me tell y'all about Momentum. I love this brand. This is my fun brand. I get to do whatever I want over there. It's great. So Momentum is the first FDA-approved condom and lube line created by a physician in the United States. So I'm super excited to be the first in the U.S. Right now we have a silicone-based lube and we have a water-based lube. They're the bomb. Literally, I used to work for, I can't tell you who I used to work for, but I used to work for lube companies and I used to work for condom companies back in the day. And I used to work for the Bunny Ranch as a gynecologist. So I've had a lot of exposure to the sex industry, sexual intimacy industry. So when I tell you this is the best, it is the best. Okay. I tell you. So you have a lube, you have a water-based lube, you have silicone lube, you have handcuffs. You have handcuffs in there. You see the handcuffs? Yes. Handcuffs as well as a blindfold. Blindfold is really good to like start exploring with your partner or with yourself. So
there's no blindfold in mine.
It's no blindfold. It should be in like a little, it's a little
no, these are handcuffs. I can see that. I'm lying.
Girl, you should have a blindfold. So I was about to.
Is this a blindfold or is this a mask?
That's a mask. You don't have a blindfold. I'm gonna get my staff. Check. Because they're about to get in trouble.
I'm checking.
They're about to get. I'm like, wait, let me text them right now.
I really don't think so.
Well, this is what it looks like. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the blindfold.
Got it.
Yeah. So blindfold is really good to like really start exploring you. I love a blindfold. So it's a blindfold. It's a mask to keep you safe during COVID, obviously. And handcuffs, so you can try that out. And we have a silicone and water-based lube, and condoms, because we're all about safe sex over here and Momentum Intimacy. You have to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Safe sex. Now, what are we going to do with you, Dr. Renee? We need to talk about.
No, we don't.
So do y'all want me to really talk about?
No, we're not.
Do you really want me to talk about let's talk about sex? No, but I mean, I really,
So we are having the Bond Bully Conference in Miami in August. And so they're saying that we need to get some Momentum boxes or some condoms and lube for the conference because we're going to probably have some people that'll be hooking up.
Well, hooking up is always good as long as you have orgasms and you do it safely. That's fine. And then, but the thing is about COVID, is everyone tested?
Well, I think that'll be part of the, protocol maybe. But by August, perhaps, maybe I'll be vaccinated, right? Maybe, perhaps.
You must don't know.
Girl. I'm prayerful. I am prayerful. The end of the summer, my birthday, we will be more towards being outside.
Okay. Yes.
So hopefully.
Yeah. Draco, we can send you some stuff. Just DM me on Instagram. So go to Magnify Momentum. At Magnify Momentum, we'll send you some samples.
Let me type it in here.
So I need your mailing address as well as your email address to do that. Dr. May, you need to. Did you try the blindfolds? You don't have.
I don't have one. There's not one in here.
Did you try the handcuffs? They're still in.
I haven't tried anything. You see, it's still in the plastic. You know who I let open the box? My trainer, because he's a married man. I was like,
so your trainer took
what's in there?
He took the blindfold.
Oh, maybe he did.
I knew it.
I hope he's not watching.
I knew it. He probably took the blindfold and put it on his wife. Does he have a wife?
Yeah. But so you guys, what I also failed to mention for those that are new to Dr. Dre is he wrote 2 books. He wrote 20
2,
ways.
8.
Well, he wrote several, but I'm saying the 2 that I'm 20 what is it? 20
things you may not know about
20
the
things you may not know about the penis and 20 things you may not know about the vagina.
vagina, yeah, which I love. And
Yeah.
the penis. It's
Yes.
great. I studied the vagina as a gynecologist. And the penis, I just admire it.
He did a book tour for the penis book. And
Oh,
he came to
yeah.
Chicago, and we
That
have a
was
lovely
fun.
event.
That was actually sponsored by Astroglide
Yes.
back in the day, and you were the host in Chicago, and it was super fun. We had fun.
We
it
did.
was 4 hours. We had dinner.
Yes, it was
and
lovely.
we had quizzes about the penis.
And my stuff is in my apartment, but we took note. There's pages in there so you can take notes. So we were taking notes because he was telling us about all these different what was it? The G spot, the A spot, the U. I mean, there were so many.
Did you do your homework? That's what I want to know.
Not yet. One day this ring will move and then I can do homework. Okay.
Stunts and shows, okay.
Huh?
I was like, uh-huh. I thought you had a boyfriend.
No, I'm single. And Valentine's Day is coming, so yeah.
Okay, that's why I sent you a momentum box so you can.
Okay.
You don't need a man or a woman to orgasm. You just need yourself.
He has all the answers here. I tell you.
You just need yourself. That's all
I tell you guys. Where no one has questions because I'm telling you, this man is full of answers. And the numbers are going up, so clearly somebody's sharing somewhere.
You know what else, Dr. Renee? Orgasms. Seriously, I need you, as well as your followers, to have more orgasms. Let me tell you why.
They're so good for your health. I've studied that part. I've read this. I've posted about it.
Beautiful skin, beats depression, immunity.
Clears the mind.
Gets
rid of cramps, those monthly cramps.
Headaches, helps with that. Orgasms are amazing. An orgasm a day literally keeps the doctor away. I really need everyone here who is listening to have more orgasms. You got to do it. You got to do it. Even you, Dr. Renee.
Oh, we have a question. What made you become an OBGYN? But like I said, if you watch the other episode, he talked about it. But go ahead.
When I became an OBGYN?
What made you become one?
Oh my God. I was actually going to do cardiology and then nephrology and, study your heart, surgery, kidneys. So I did all my research. I did a lot of research in nephrology, actually. And then I rotated through OBGYN. It was like my last rotation in my 3rd year in medical school. And I delivered my first baby and I cried. And my attending was like, uh-oh, we have an OBGYN here. I was like really sad. I was happy but sad because I had planned my whole life for something. And then I had to take a turn immediately and changing all my rotations for my 4th year to do obstetrics and gynecology, which was, I love my field. It's amazing. Taking care of women is very rewarding because women take care of themselves. They come in to see you every year, unlike males who were hot mess, never come to the doctor. When you find them, they always have a lot of problems and it's hard to cure, right? But, and I'm a doctor of life. Delivering babies is amazing. So that's when I first became an OB. I knew I wanted to be an OB. How old was I? 25? Was I 25? No. Was I 25? Yeah, I think I was 25, 24, around there.
So She also said, how do you feel about toys and vibrators?
You don't have one? That's crazy. I love them. Okay, let me tell you my favorite toy, actually. I want to tell y'all that. I want to tell you, but literally, you're going to love it, okay? Okay. They're like, they want to know. So my favorite toy, have you ever heard of like the Sono 2? So I love like those toys that suck on your clitoris, those suction toys on the clitoris. Dr. Renee, why are you looking like that?
I'm just listening. I'm unfamiliar.
Okay, so let's talk about toys in general. So you can have toys that stimulate the nipples. You can have toys for the external genitalia, like the vulva, which includes like the clitoris. You can have the toys for inside of the vagina. You can have toys inside of the anus as well. Okay. So those are kind of like the 4 big spots, big areas that you can have toys for. So the best toy for the nipples to heighten your stimulation is like some nipple clamps. really, really pinchy nipple clamps. Try like the ones that don't have a lot of pressure there. And then the best toy for the clitoris, I would say, is a suction device. So I like the Sono too. So that's what I like right
Somebody said, what about the Rosebud toy that's out now?
now. I have not tried it. Nor do I know people who have. But you know what? I'm glad you said that. And I will take note to look for the rose. That name, Rosebud, do you know what that really means?
No.
Okay, so Rosebud is a term that people that have a lot of anal sex, and sometimes they can have like prolapse of the rectum. And it looks like a rose. So that's a term that's very popular term. So when you said Rosebud toy, I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So let me look that up so I can tell you about it. So I would say the Sono 2 for the clitoris. I would say the vagina. Have you heard of Tracy's dog? It like stimulates both in the vagina. So I would say that one is a favorite. And then any of those like anal beads, the G-spot stimulators would be good for the anus. Yeah.
She said it looks like a rose and has suction. That's the Rosebud toy.
Okay, so that's okay. Good. So let me look that up. Let me see. Let me get some people to use that so I can give you some tea on that. Who's saying all that stuff? Is that? Let me put my.
This is Dana Showers.
Hey, Dana.
Listen, what are your thoughts about decreased sex drive and how do you fix it?
Oh my God. So decreased sex drive is super complicated. And it's not like I can't give you a pill to fix that. You really have to look at, if you have any history of abuse, any like psych stuff going on. What's your relationship like with your partner? Like for me, people always think it's hormones. They're like, oh, hormones. Literally the number one cause of what I have found is a bad relationship, stress from a bad relationship. So if you're not in a good relationship, you're not going to want to have sex. So in order to stimulate the vagina and to moisten the vagina, you need some lube, of course, and then you also need some cerebral stimulation. So I tell males or women all the time who love other women, you have to do things to get your partner to be de-stressed so she can have that orgasm or be even interested in having sex with you. So yeah, the most common thing that I have found would be a bad relationship. So I always send people to couples therapy to fix that relationship. And it's tough it's tough. It's a complicated thing, but and you have to not only look at the female partner, you have to look at the who the person that they're in a relationship with, whether it's a male or a woman.
What is the A spot?
Oh girl. Who wants to know what A spot is? What you know about the A spot, girl? What you know about the A spot?
Because I just said it.
So the A spot is deep in the vagina. So it's deep in the vagina, just like above the cervix. You know where your cervix is? Do I have any models in here? Let me see if I have any toys in here. I don't. So it is like deep in the vagina, right above the cervix. And the best way to hit that is with a long penis and deep thrusting. So you need to put your butt under a pillow to tilt your pelvis, and you have your partner on top of you and missionary with like deep thrusting inside the vagina, just above the cervix. And that's why women like love, as well, that's why women love like that missionary style, because he or she, depending on if they have strap-ons, he or she are hitting that A spot. That's why you love it. So now you know why you love missionary so much.
Oh, by the way, scrolling at the bottom, that is the link to go and purchase any of the Momentum products, including the fabulous box, which was actually featured in New York Magazine recently as the favorite lube of a what would you call her?
Tayomi.
Tayomi, that's her name. But what is she?
She's a sex sexologist. Yeah. I love her. I follow her. I love her. Yeah, she loves Momentum. Loves it.
She's a Chicagoan too, right?
I don't know if she's from Chicago, but I know she's there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should meet her.
I know we tried to have her on Black Doctor and she wasn't, and that was when we were in the studio, and so she wasn't available to come. So we tried. So if anal sex is really painful due to hemorrhoids, should a woman use anal dilators or just not do it?
So the first thing you need to do is fix the hemorrhoids. Okay, that's number one. So if you need to fix your hemorrhoids first, and after you are good with your hemorrhoids and fixing that, you need to use lots of lube. Okay. And then what I would recommend you would do is, I love the dilator. You know how they have different sizes? So you can have at least like 4 different sizes of, dildos or vibrator that you can use to put in the anus. But start with something small, use tons of lube, and be super stimulated. So make sure your partner can, really turn you on so you can relax.
I just remembered at the book promotion in Chicago, I won a cock ring.
Oh, you want a cock ring? Oh my God, that's the favorite toy of all the strippers. They love it. Because the male strippers, okay, so have y'all ever seen like male strippers? Of course you have, right? Of course. Pre-COVID, we were all at the club, right? So me included. So we're at the club. You know how they would paint their penis is like kind of hard. So what you do is you put the cock ring or the penis ring on the penis below like the testicles, and that actually like stops the blood flow to get to, so it keeps the penis hard. So they all have like cock rings on. It's amazing. It's an amazing device. It actually makes them stay harder longer for sex. So if your man is like quickly ejaculates, you could just use a cock ring.
See, he has all the tea. I keep telling you.
Yeah, you could just use a cock ring. I mean, what did you use the cock ring?
No, I said I never used it. It's still in the package. I just thought about it.
You're not getting any more sex toys from me. You're on probation. You're not getting anything. Do not come to my house, try to raid all my stuff.
My mother was like, what did Dre send you?
Do not come over here trying to get all my
I said, some sex stuff. He has that new condom and lube line. She said, oh. Drake, I'm asking the same thing. Where are the men? No men.
They be like, you know what? So my I told you they're probably at the club.
They're in the clubhouse room talking.
They're in the club, girl. They're in the club. What other questions do y'all have? Okay, let's talk about spots though, since we said that. So the A spot is deep in the vagina, it's right above the cervix, and then the G spot, of course, everyone knows what a G spot is. Put your fingers in the vagina all the way like inside at the top. Probably like maybe 2 inches in it, you'll feel like a little rough spot. That's your G spot. And actually the best person to find your G spot is a curved penis, the Captain Hook. You don't want to hook like this. You want to hook like this. Yeah. You want to make sure he has like a curved penis.
Of all the different penises in his
you don't want it like this. You want like this. You want like a banana shaped penis. Those are the best ones to hit your G spot. And then there's another spot called a PS spot, which is for women, it's inside the rectum. It's where the male prostate would be. And then we have the U spot, which is around the urethra. That generally stimulates the Skene's gland. So the Skene's gland is famous for squirting. Not all women can squirt, so don't get excited. I told you some tea about it because that may not be for you. Yeah. And if a man's not making you squirt or a woman's not making it, doesn't mean that he's less of a man or she's less of a woman or vice versa. Dr. Renee's like, what's going on here?
No, my producer sends me messages. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm keeping up with everything. I have computers here. So
I love it. You're fancy. What are your thoughts about? Oh, we talked about that. Never heard of the rosebud. I never heard about the rosebud either. But hey, sister, where are all the men? I don't know, girl. They need to come on in here. Okay.
Somebody said they had the question the other day. What is squirting?
So squirting is a female ejaculate. Not all of you can do it. And we think it's fluid from the Skene's glands, which are glands around the urethra. We think. Okay. So just remember, it's not for everyone. Captain Hook, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. Girl, I knew about Captain Hook before Megan Thee Stallion. But it's okay. She made it famous, but y'all all know about Captain Hooks and pinks and pencils and all that other stuff. Those funny names for the penis. It is what it is. So penises, vulvas, vaginas, they're all different, right? So you never know what you're gonna get. I think you asked me that before, Dr. Ray. You were out. Were you out on a date or something? You were like, No, I asked you. I was like, "Did you?" You were somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, did you see his penis?" And you're like, "No, you know how I am."
Trey just tell all your business. I tell you, all of it. Plot of mercy. Any other questions?
But we're friends, though.
That's where the men are.
Look, that's what's bad about interviewing your friends,
right?
Because we know too much about each other.
Yes.
And we like talk too much. And I'm like, you're really a good girl, though.
I am.
Like what the standard would be.
Thank you.
You are good.
My
you did go through us. You did go through a.
Excuse us. Excuse us.
But look, you're a good girl. You're a good girl.
Well, I did tell everyone last week that he is what I call the real Dr. Dre, because there was a bit of a lawsuit, and he was a bit of the fodder for the whatever. I mean, he was not. It was for the month that So he was. It was talked about on Kelly and Ryan. It was on Jimmy Kimmel. It was on. I think it was on CNN.
Everywhere.
It was everywhere. And everybody was texting me because they knew that I had a friend that I called Dr. Dre. And they were like,
that's him.
That's your friend? I was like, yeah.
That's
him. The crazy thing is, you guys, these things take a long time. So that case took
3 years. 3 years.
And I remember the exact day that he called me, because I told you he called me in the top of the morning because he used to work. He was the youngest at his practice, so he was on call all the time. And he worked so much.
All the time.
So he would call me in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, you guys. And so I looked at the phone and was like, not today. so I go to the bathroom, and I'm going through my phone, and he sent the email of the cease and desist, and I froze. I go, because of course.
But remember, I was like, "Who's Andre Young?"
I know. I called him, and I go,
Andre Young, Dr. Dre. I said, "I don't know who that is. Who is that?" And you're like, "It's a rapper." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, who is he?" Like, I don't know.
You arrived.
Who is that?
Arrived. He goes, "Renee, I need a lawyer. Quit
I was like, "I need a lawyer quick." I'm like, "Who is this person? Andre Young? I don't know who he is." Like, it was so funny. I remember that. I said, "Who is?" I remember because I sent you the email, and I was like, "Who is Andre Young?" And you were like,
when he had his depositions and they were asking him about songs, he goes, "Renee, you know those songs?"
I don't know any.
I wouldn't think you would listen to. Wait, I wouldn't think you'd listen to that kind of
music. Yeah, because you grew up. We're both from church backgrounds. Your mom's like my mom's a priest. She's a priest, and my dad's a preacher. So we're from like church backgrounds. We're both like preacher kids, basically PKs. So I was like, "You're listening to this kind of music? That's so terrible. I can't believe you listen to that."
He was like, "You know those songs?" I go, "Oh my God, Dre. I was a huge fan of Dr. Dre."
It was crazy. I didn't know any of the songs. I didn't know anything. I was like, I just remember asking you, "Who the hell is Andre Young? Like, who is this person?" Like, I don't even know this. And you're like, "Oh my God, why don't you know this?" I didn't know, America. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Funny.
You know, being in medicine and being like growing up in the church, we're so different. Like, we're like, we only know certain things. Funny. And medicine, when you're deep into it, all you care about is saving other people's lives. So that other stuff, I didn't know. So they wanted to help me figure out who everybody was.
My sister was like, I mean, they're not the same. One, he's really a doctor.
Correct.
Two, Alicia goes, I mean, they kind of talk about the same things, but not really.
Who are we talking about? He's not no doctor.
He's not. But Dr. Dre talks about vaginas, but he calls them that nasty word that I don't like.
Well, he don't do pap smears.
No, he doesn't. No. So, and the funny thing is, when he got off the phone with me, I called my mom and told her, and she said, but he really is a doctor. And his name is really Dre. So I don't understand. Where's the lawsuit? I said
it was like 3.5 years of my life. That, you know, my legal team was amazing through all of it. The deposition, you know, was a lot, but still, you know, we came out on top. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah. But it really set a precedence for all physicians to brand their name, to trademark their name. Of course, like once you become a doctor, you are a brand, you are a business, and you need to understand that. And it's a lot of responsibility. You can go to a store and someone knows you and they're asking you medical questions and you're really there to serve humanity. That's your job, to answer those questions. So I
got a text today and they said, so-and-so, you know her. And I said, no, I don't know her. And they said, well, she knows you. I said, well, thank you. That always feels great.
They're like, who is that?
Right, but who is that? I don't know them.
We're funny. Medicine, so they always think, like, especially the Black doctors, they always think that we know each other.
Yeah.
But we kind of know each other, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. We might run in the same circles. And if you went to a PWI, then, and the few Black doctors that were, because there's usually not a
Michigan State.
Huh? Yes.
Michigan State, yeah.
Yes.
Go green.
Go green.
Yeah, for residency, Michigan State. Yeah. That's how Dr. Renee and I are super close, because I did my residency in OB at Michigan State, and she went there for undergrad. So that's how we became like super cool. We had a connection there. When did we meet for the first time, actually?
So it was so crazy.
I don't remember.
So we went to Essence Festival, and our dear friend Aisha.
Oh, Aisha, she was at where I was in undergrad.
Exactly.
Med school,
Ohio. Yes.
Yeah.
So Aisha was like, yeah, come have dinner with, we're across the street from your hotel. Come have dinner. So me and my sister, we get there, and we got there later than they did. They had been there a while. And actually, me and my sister almost like closed the place. It was a late lunch because no one was there but us. So we went to pay our bill and they were like, it's already been paid. And my sister and I look around because there's nobody in here but us. We go, well, who paid it? The gentleman. We're like, what gentleman? There's nobody here. They go, the man that was here. We were like, I go, oh my God, Alicia, I think it was Dr. Drai. And she was like, Renee, we don't even know this man. I go, I know, right? I go, well,
you were Aisha's friend, man.
So I sent him a DM on Twitter because that's all I had.
He was in my DM.
I sent a DM on Twitter and thanked him, and he was like, no. And then he told me he was going to have a conference in Chicago in October. Of course, everyone knows Essence is 4th of July weekend. So I said, well, you should call me. We can hang out. And we hung out. Didn't we have a good time? Remember, we went to Derek J's birthday party?
Where?
Remember, Derek J was in town and had a party, and we went.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Wait, you have to. Oh, I know who that is. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Remember?
Yeah, you were like, oh my God, Dr. Drai, let's go to this party.
Let's go to the party.
Oh, I think I put on my skinnies for you. I put on my skinnies.
Yes. And we like the whole time he was there, we had a meal together every day and we just hung out. It was a good time. And then after that, he was always checking on me, and that's how we just that's my buddy.
We love Dr. Renee. I love her.
Yeah. And then he got this fabulous place in Atlanta, and he's like, Renee, I'm going to rent it out for Super Bowl for Airbnb. I said, oh, okay. So he sends me the link and my mouth hit the floor. I was like, this place is amazing. He goes, well, you see right there, that's your spot. I go, excuse me? Excuse me?
That's where you stay when you come down.
Exactly. I go, wait a minute. My sister goes, girl, you better get a ticket and go.
Look, I love when Dr. Renee comes over because I can have contractors do stuff in the house.
Let me tell you how one of my friends was like, I mean, I don't understand. Like,
I love it.
Why is all this stuff happening while you're here? I go,
I love it.
The lady of the house has to take care of things.
Because you're smart. You're a doctor. I'm like, Dr. Renee comes over. I'm like, yes. What contractors can I come to knock down this wall that I always wanted to knock down? So I'm like, Dr. Renee, contractors are coming over to knock down this wall because I want this glass wall there instead. Can you watch over them? Okay. It's great. I love it. I love it. It's great.
Insane. Somebody had a very good question. Is stopping the blood flow dangerous with the cock ring?
Oh, not temporarily. You could say, prolonged periods of time. So I would say anything over an hour would be bad. So just temporary is fine. Have fun, girl. Keep the penis hard. How else should it be?
He's such a mess.
How else should it be? Okay.
A mess. But is there any other questions?
I love it. They like, I need a vacay. Girl, come down here. Wait, what's Draca like? Is she fun?
Yes, Draca's going to be our guest tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a second.
She's fun. So she can come down to the bar. We can have, oh my God, my bar, I have a Georgia bar now. So it's like peach liqueurs and like Coca-Cola. Everyone loves it. I just like
Okay.
the course. It's great.
Yeah, and it's so funny because people would come visit me and they're like, Renee, all this liquor. And I was like, yeah, and I ain't popped nary bottle. I just see her my mouth.
I was a bartender in college, so
Yes.
just to let you know. So I was a bartender in college, so that's why I love bars.
Yes. He's
So
a man of many talents, you guys. I mean,
bartender, Kim.
what was it we just learned about? You didn't ever tell me about the improv. What was it called? What's your comedy show?
Penis Pilates.
Yes, Penis Pilates.
I did so much stuff. I do stand up, penis Pilates. That's how I entertain myself. And let me see. I was a chemist, so that's why my lube line is amazing. I taught children. Yeah, at a medical school and 9th grade. Actually, you know what? I think when I finish everything, I think I'm going to go back into the classroom. I was just talking about that today. I think I want to teach high school again. It was super fun. It was fun.
I just remembered something. So you guys, as you know, I told you the show is to motivate and inspire to live the life you deserve. And this man, he enjoys life to the absolute fullest. But I want to tell you, like I said, you know, I told you he worked way too hard. When I first met him, he worked like a dog. But guess what happened, you guys? He nearly killed himself driving home from work one night.
I fell asleep.
Totaled his Mercedes.
Yes.
And that would be a good wake-up call that you probably need to change your life.
Yeah, so I fell asleep driving home, and then immediately, you know, the thing is about that, Dr. Renee, you know how we like go hard in medicine and we like want to do everything, and like I'm gonna say the word, I'm gonna do everything great, and like the world's gonna be a better place to go to my doctor. Well, you have to take care of yourself. It's a lot.
You can't take care of anyone else if you don't take care of yourself.
If you don't take care of yourself, you're not gonna do a damn thing for somebody else. So you know, I really was neglecting who I was and what God wanted me to do. So doctors were coming to me and asking me all these things, like how to speak on stages, how to write books. And I would just ignore them and say I was too busy until I was woken up on the side of the road by a police officer asleep. So that was my wake-up call that says, you know what, I need to do something different. I need to practice different. I need to serve in a bigger way. And then obviously that's how Medical Moguls came birthed.
Yeah, that was his moguls, you know, we make money trading, but his moguls have made millions and millions of dollars. Each class has made millions and millions of dollars. They and they do all sorts of things. I mean, there's body product lines and there's care lines and there's workout stuff, there's supplements, protein shakes and weight loss stuff. I mean, you guys, they do a whole host of things. Amazing group of people.
I love them.
I've actually convinced a few people to become moguls.
I love them.
I don't even get anything from it, but I'm just like, you should really work with Drai. But then you guys, you know what he did? He did an intervention with me and I didn't know what was happening. I was just going to breakfast with Jay Stone and then he shows up. And then next thing you know, they're talking about you need to. I'm like, what?
You know, I love people what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. So Jay was my first business coach, and she was just what the doctor ordered. It was great. And I really learned a lot in there and was able to implement a whole lot of stuff. It might have taken me a little longer than others to implement it, but I got it done. So
as long as you finish.
Medical Moguls only for doctors.
Yeah, right now we're only for doctors. In the future, that may change. Bring it, Jermaine. Bring it. What you want to do? Bring it. Jay Stone is texting me right now, literally.
Oh, hilarious.
You just manifest her.
I guess I did. Yeah. But yeah, Jay is amazing. Great. I mean, she is the brand mother.
She is
the brand mother. So you need to, if you need to get your brand off the ground, now she said, she ain't for everybody because she gonna tell you like a TI is, and she don't necessarily put honey with it either. Yeah, she don't put honey with it, but she gonna get you straight. We're gonna have her on the show. I love that.
I love her. She came over today to the Birch building.
No, really?
She literally just
drove in her new Jeep.
Yeah, she drove over her new Jeep. She made me move because I only had 3 parking spaces. So she made me move one of my cars. So I didn't park on the street. My car's still on the street. So she came over just to hang out with me. We had so much fun. You know, I have a stripper pole.
Since when?
Oh, downstairs. Oh, girl, you need to come over. I have a stripper pole. It's a spinning pole. So you just grab it and then it spins you. It's not a static pole, like just there. So it's great. Like you can climb up and it's like spinning you. It's right over by the glass wall.
Okay.
You should get on it. Huh?
We have a couple people who want to go to your conference.
Oh yeah. MomentumInMedicine.com. Check that out.
Yes, because tickets are on sale now, and actually, I think the early bird ends soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it ends February the 14th on Love Day.
I thought so.
Love. This man is after my heart. Oh, Dana.
Wait, MomentumInMedicine.com?
MomentumMedicine.com. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I love momentum. Momentum is mass times velocity. So I'm like a geek. So I love formula equations. I'm such a geek.
But you know what, you guys? He's nerd at the cool people's table.
I'm like nerd.
He used to always sing this song to me, but you guys, I don't know a lot of new music because
what song?
That best friend song.
That's my best friend.
See?
That's my best friend. Oh, that song is out now. I heard it on satellite radio. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. You don't know that song?
I don't know that song. I think one day I actually heard the real song, was like, this is what Dre's always singing. And then he used to sing I Woke Up Like This all the time too. And I think I heard it from him before I ever heard Beyonce sing it. Robin said, I want to come too. I was an RN for 23 years, but 7 years ago, I started Enjoy Life Chicago, Black professional social club to help mature Black folks connect over cultural and recreation activities. Dre's best friend lives in the Chi. He is the youngest dean of a university, correct?
Yeah, he's at Northwestern.
Yes.
Yeah, he's there.
Damon Williams.
He's like super cool.
Super cool.
He just got an award, actually. He got an award for like Man of the Year or something. I forgot. But it was like Man of the Year. It was a big deal.
Yes. Well, he is a big deal. He let me crash his birthday party. I was staying with Dre's house, and Dre's like, oh, by the way, I'm having my best friend's birthday party. I said, excuse me? Excuse me? That
was a fun party.
I had a ball.
It was we had a DJ on every floor.
Yes.
And we had a bar on every floor. We had
catering on every floor.
Catering on every floor, a bar on every floor, and a DJ on every floor.
And there was security and a list, you guys.
Who were fine. The security were fine.
They were.
When they interviewed to be the security, I was like, you have to be fine.
No, his best friend's not Damon Williams. He's dean at Wayne Northwestern University.
Dean. No, but yeah, it was such a fun party. We need to have a party again if it was pre-COVID. Let's think about post-COVID.
Let's think about it. Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be vaccinated. We still gonna have to wear a mask.
Right.
But at least, you can wear your regular mask, not your N95 mask or double mask.
Right.
If you wear a regular mask, you need a double.
But yeah, Dre had he knows how to throw a party. I had never been.
It was so much fun. The DJ on the first floor was so hot. The DJ on the first floor was a guy. The second floor was a girl. But the girl, she was like spinning it, those old school. Mm-hmm. We had so much fun.
We did.
We need to have another party. What are we gonna do, Dr. Renee?
I don't know. We got to get out of this crazy.
Dance.
Oh, she got her vaccine. Jermaine got her vaccine.
I only got the first one. I haven't got my second one.
Lapierre is watching. You know Lapierre?
Who? Nope. Who is it again?
Where I met her? I met her at the Beyond the Exam Room conference.
Oh, yes.
See, yes. I knew you knew. She said, your energy. She said, I am so loving Dr. Drai and your energy together, Dr. Renee. It's giving me life.
Dr. Renee, I know so much information about her. It's ridiculous. Like when she has her show, The Life About Dr. Renee, she does not want me on that couch. Like you don't want me on that couch with coffee talking about stuff. Well, she did go through a little time. She was having lots of fun.
You are so silly.
Uh-huh.
She said take a day off. She said take a day off after your second vaccine. You may need it.
Okay.
Rika said we're scaring her with this vaccination. Nah,
you need to get it. Get the vaccine.
We gotta all get our vaccines, you guys. Just like we get all the other vaccines. Plus, Drake, I know you like to hop on planes.
Oh yeah.
Go places outside of the 50 United States. Girl, you gonna have to have it.
I really feel like people will start requiring that, right?
They are, well, no, they're gonna require it. I know
They're
they
gonna
are.
say you can't get on an airplane unless you're vaccinated. You have to show your little card.
Right. Just like when you go to Africa and you have to have all your shots and all your, the pills for malaria and all that stuff. Same thing. I actually went to one of these clinics, which you'll probably open one day. One of these clinics where they give the travel, because that's you. They give the travel vaccinations. I went with my best friend and her children, and my dear Lord.
Well, you travel a lot. You love international travel a lot.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I've not been to Africa yet, so I didn't know all that was entailed. Ooh.
But you do mission trips.
I haven't done any mission trips.
Oh, I thought you did mission trips.
But there's talks. We chatted. I'm Black Doctor. We chatted live. Me and a couple of the ladies that were on with me, and it looks like we might do something.
Tell me.
Get out. Huh?
I need a good mission trip.
Oh, I'll let you know.
My thing is,
because actually, you know what? It's the OBGYN. She's a Chicago OBGYN, and we're talking about fibroids and stuff. So you would be right in the mix.
Oh, yeah. I could do that stuff.
I already signed up for Medical Moguls. I didn't know it was just for doctors. Sorry. I want to keep in touch with you, Dr. Renee. This is a great show. Look, I was an OB nurse for 13 years, and I'm fascinated. Thank you so much, Robin. And when I'm back in Chicago, which is actually where I do live, I will have to check out your social club. But I think we have Facebook friends for some reason. The name sounds familiar. But please hit the notification bell so you'll know when we go live. Tomorrow's guest is none other than Draca Jones, who has been all up and through my comments because, as my sister calls her, my other producer. Oh, you know what? Draca said, how do you think the vaccine will do with autoimmune disease?
I don't know. I'm gonna say
to talk to a doctor then.
Yeah, I would say talk to your doctor because they would know your disease process better. But honestly, I have a lot of, so I'll tell you what the doctors are saying. The other doctors are consensus. We just don't know. It's like that risk, right? With the vaccine. So you have to look at the risk versus benefits of anything. What's the risk of dying from COVID or getting sick from COVID, right? So I would tell you that you probably should get vaccinated.
Yeah. So Draca is my coach. I call her my money coach. She's really my investment coach, but I call her my money coach because I think that sounds cooler. And and Draca is the person that is helping me to get to the money.
Oh,
so I'm getting where the money resides.
Where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides.
Alicia, do you see this? So Draca is a single mother of 3 sons, and
she's going to tell us
an amazing story tomorrow. I'm telling you, it is going to motivate and inspire you. The girl is so on top of her game, and to think that she has all of this in her lap, but she is so on top of it, it's just like ridiculous. So I want to make sure everyone, please come back tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That will be 2 Central Standard Time, 12 o'clock Pacific, to listen to Draca tell her story. And for those that don't know, if you're watching on LinkedIn, Periscope, or Twitch, those videos are not going, and Facebook, those videos will not be there forever. Those will come down, but you can always visit YouTube and tell your friends to come to the YouTube channel to check out any of the past episodes. I do believe we are on episode like 97 or something, or 98 or something. I need to go through and pay attention, and then maybe we'll have a celebration for 100. But today we didn't have any super chat, but it's okay.
It's okay. I'll come back.
Yes.
Do y'all want to see me back? Do y'all want more tea on Dr. Renee?
No, you don't want any tea. I'm very boring.
Are you?
Dana said the Sistars will be in attendance. The Sistars are the women that I invest with. We do a lot of we do options trading and day trading together.
Awesome.
Oh, Jermaine said, and that's how Mary had a little lamb. You didn't finish it. Where the money resides? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious.
We love it. I'm like,
they said yes, Dr. Dre. Thank you, Draca. Draca gave $5. Thank you, Draca. Thank you, Jermaine. Jermaine is one of the queens of capital with me. Draca is my coach in that mastermind. Dre was very, very happy to hear that I had joined this mastermind.
Yeah, because I love her making money. I love it.
That's Dre's thing. So yes. So Jermaine is one of the queens with us. Oh. And Dana is one of the buddies in the options trading course I took that taught me how to trade options. So these are the ladies. They know where the money resides. They know how to get to the money.
But
These are the people that can afford your conference. I roll with a certain crew of people, and these are the people I roll with. So
I love it.
And Dana said, "Come back on, please, Dr. Drai."
She wants the tea, girl. She wants to say what's really going on with Dr. Day. No, she's really like a good girl. She doesn't really do anything.
That's why he entrusts me to the Birch Building, because if I was reckless.
Yeah. I think I was in LA for like a month. I was like, stay at the house, like, dude, look, get all my projects done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Look, I was like, oh, can y'all?
I was like, who is this? He's like, oh, they're installing a new TV. They're installing that. I'm like, okay. Then I woke up one morning, the internet wasn't. I was like, Drai, the internet's not working.
I was like, don't worry, they'll be over.
He calls. He's like, are you dressed? The cable man is there.
Like, oh, God. It's great. Please come down because I have so much stuff to do. Come down, please. And that's great because she's a doctor, so she's like so organized. I'm like, perfect. Please come down so I can like
thank you,
please.
No, my friend he was like,
no,
I
really
don't understand. Why is he getting all this stuff done while you're here?
Because you're here.
Because I'm here.
Because you're here, right? Exactly. I'm like, why would I not?
If no one's here, he can't get it done. So yeah. I'm here.
Yeah, why would I not? While you're here, I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah.
So you guys, I'm so glad that I could share Dr. Drai with you. I will put the link to the first episode in there in the box below. I don't know how I forgot that, but definitely, please, this is, first of all, it is February, which is Black History Month. And then we also like to call February the month of love, of course. So this man is hitting us on 2 points. We got a Black-owned business.
Yes.
Check. And it's all about love, because I think you should probably love the one you're with. I'm just saying. And I'm sure you don't, because you don't watch TV. Drai don't get involved in nobody's show, but Drai, Married at First Sight, there is a man on that show. I am not naming names, but if you watch the show, you'll know who I'm talking about. And he could really use some momentum because, my God, I think the man is out there reckless, and I think he should be strapping it. He should wrap it up.
Let me send them something.
Yeah, you should.
Let me say them out. Someone says, and another great show. Dr. Drai's energy is everything. Oh, we're fun. We're like, we hang out literally. She's like always with her laptop open, but she always has her laptop. Like we can chill on a couch or something.
Drai worked so hard. He actually graced me with his presence. The last trip I took before the shutdown, I was in Atlanta, and all of a sudden Drai showed up. I had no idea this man was coming.
I was like, hey.
So we got to hang out. It was wonderful. As a matter of fact, remember I packed momentum boxes in the warehouse.
Oh yes, I was like, girl, pack these boxes.
He took a picture and posted it on the internet. I was like, no, you did not.
I put her to work. I was like, pack these boxes. We got people to give it out to.
Yes. So we got to hang out.
Packing boxes? Jay Stone today.
I love it.
Like, girl, you can't come over here without packing these boxes now. We got some orders to get out.
Yes. So I was like, okay. So we had a great time. So Drai comes upstairs to where I'm staying and's like, he's like, let's have a slumber party. And 5 minutes later he was asleep. I called my mother and was like, Mom, he said we were gonna have a slumber party, and now, Mom, he is comatose. Like, there's no point in me waking him up. Like, I'm just gonna let him sleep right here on this couch and go to bed. So he talking about me and a laptop. This man, we're gonna have a party. We didn't even order food. Like, literally, he came and crashed.
I came from LA. I was like,
I know.
tired. So I was like, that's my favorite thing to do. I'm like, okay, ladies, let's have a slumber party. Let's see who can go to sleep first.
I'm like, we didn't even order the food.
At least I didn't hit you with a big pillow.
No, you didn't. Oh, but the best Mexican restaurant, No Mas, is right by him. No Mas, let me just tell you about No Mas, you guys. They have my drink. Oh
my gosh, she only drinks cinnamon. She only drinks cinnamon. No one
cinnamon margarita. See, he knows me.
But no one in the city has this. And every time. Okay, it's crazy. So she's like, oh my God, I only like cinnamon margarita. It's like a big deal. So if you with her, you have to like find these places. You have to call them and say, "Do you have cinnamon margarita?" Or you could just bring it with you and say, "Here, this is the only thing she drinks." So
Did the Flying Biscuit open? Remember you
No,
said
not
the other day
yet.
it didn't open?
It's not open yet.
Oh,
It's not open.
the
But it's
COVID
right
messed
down the
them
street,
up.
yeah. But it's a lot of other things that are opening around.
Okay.
It's so busy now, Dr. Nay. Oh my God, the street is crazy.
Lord
Because
have
right
mercy.
now, because they have Kurt and Rashida's restaurant next door. What's the name of it?
I don't know the name. I
But
just know you
that
told me
place
that.
is super busy.
So those that watch reality television, what show are they on? Hip hop? Love and hip hop, maybe?
Love and hip hop.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're fun.
So he's got a whole lot going on by him. Candy's restaurant down the street.
Lot.
He got a whole lot. And it can get so loud and rowdy. I'm just like,
God.
oh my Lord.
It's a lot going on. But I like living in a lot going on. I live so far away from the street though.
You do. You do.
I live so far away from the main street that it's like I don't
Yeah.
hear anything, but when I go outside, but beyond the gates, it's a lot.
Exactly. I was gonna say it's gated. So
When you go
Okay.
beyond the gates, it's a lot going on. I'm just
It
gonna be honest with you. It's a lot.
I want you to go get your vehicle though when we get off.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. You know, it's like by one of my friends owns like this little cigar place that's like
Oh.
near my car. So I was just like, oh, bro,
Yeah.
my truck is here.
Okay. Well, I need to check that out too. We'll see.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
it's
there'll be some
raw.
single men there, Draco. We can go
Single man where?
at the cigar bar.
Oh yeah. You can find guys there. They're
Yeah.
cute. They're like mature.
Nice. See, Drake. I'd be looking out. Dana. We can. Dana says she's in Alabama, so she can hop on
What
over.
part of Alabama are you in? What part of Alabama? Are you close to the A, Atlanta?
Frost Bistro. Dana said that's the name of.
Oh yeah,
Rashida's place.
that's it. What part of Alabama are you? Are you in Birmingham?
We
Birmingham.
didn't respond yet.
Okay.
But yeah. So you guys
Oh, yeah, she's
tomorrow set your clocks. Make sure you click the bell for the notification so that it'll let you. She's in Birmingham. You're right.
Yay! My doctor's in Birmingham. My
That's
personal
right.
Dr. Cree, she's there.
Yes.
And then Dr. Mia, she does my hormones.
Yes.
When I get rowdy, it's probably because my testosterone's too low. So Dr. Mia has to balance me out.
I see. So yeah. So but tomorrow, Draca. Thank you guys so much.
Draca, I'm gonna watch.
Sent the super sticker, super chat. Draca, Jermaine, Bam. Thank you. And we'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have an announcement of who's going to be here next week because we're working on it. This is live. And
This was fun.
So I am glad. I made it through the whole thing and I didn't sneeze. That is amazing.
That's because you're having fun.
Is that what it is?
You're having fun. We have fun. You don't sneeze.
Okay. Well, good night, everyone. Momentum in Medicine is the website to go to his conference. drrenee.co/momentum if you would like to purchase some of these fabulous products. Water and silicone-based lube, condoms. Oh, here's the mask. And of course, the blindfold. So, and he sells it all as a box as well. So check it out.
Oh my God, Dr. Renee, this was so much fun.
I am so
can't wait until you.
Let's wave to the people. Good night.